Well, hey everybody, my name is Aaron Sutherland. I pastor Desert Song Community Church in Redmond, Oregon, which is where we are right now in our house, Desert Song Community Church. This house is actually ground zero for Desert Song. It is how this church began. The maybe difference in the model that was used with this church plant was that 4 years ago, I guess 5 years ago now, the region, Pacific region, purchased this house. And we quit our job at Calvary, which was a great place to be, quit having a salary and insurance and all that, and came over here. We rented this house from the region for very, very cheap rent, $200 a month, and did that. That allowed me to work a $10 an hour job and just begin to build relationships. And so since this was a new house in a new neighborhood, we built a lot of relationships just around putting in backyards and doing a lot of barbecuing and helping people move, and a lot of that happened. And so over the course of time, we've seen part of the church grow out of that. In fact, on this street, I believe there's 8 families that call Desert Song home, just within 2 blocks of where we are right here. So that's part of what God used to start this church. In fact, we meet at a school which is 4 blocks that way. We just purchased a piece of land which is about 4.5 blocks that way. So this is kind of the hood for us, and that's how God did this church plan, at least in part, got us here. The plan was always that we would buy the house back from the region, which we did about a year ago, and that's been great. We love having the house, and it's worked out really well. God's done some very, very cool things, but all of it just based in relationship building. Our hope as a church is to see other churches planted out of our church. We're just sort of chipping away at it, trying to figure out this thing, but we know, at least for us, a lot of it has to do with serving people, loving the people in your life, and hoping to see Jesus do amazing things. So that is kind of how this church plant got started. I would recommend it to anyone. It has been a great experience for us, and Desert Song has been just a great ride. It is currently a church of, probably during this year, it's been between 110 and 150 people on Sunday mornings, 220 people at Easter. That's kind of where we sit now. And just the bulk of our church is young families. So if you do those numbers, you'll see roughly about a third of those will be kids to half. So if there's 90 adults, you're going to see 40 kids. So it's kind of, that's the look of our church. And there's plenty of folks that are newly coming to Jesus, which is a cool part. Lots of our leadership are 2 or 3 years old in the Lord. So it's just been cool. But we hope to see more of it. We're really interested in the next part that God has us play here. And so, but it's been an awesome time. I hope as you're watching this that you get a heart for church planting. It has been the greatest ride of our lives, and it continues to be just a huge adventure. And God's done great stuff. So enjoy that whole national convention. Say hi to each other. Throw some hugs around. See you later.